there's a few things, significant things that represent massive opportunity that were trends that were already in existence before this crisis. All right, that these things were already happening, but they have accelerated and they will continue to accelerate. So there are three major areas. One represents health. So there is no doubt, right? No doubt that there is a movement afoot for people to be more purposeful and self-responsible for taking care of their health. Health and wellness has been increasing. All you have to do is look at the statistical graphs over the last 40 years and you see it. Each year, the use of vitamins goes up, the use of personal wellness goes up. Now it's accelerating. Why? Because people are recognizing, oh my gosh, I'm compromised. And that's not, it's funny, you would think that, it's not funny, but it's real. Ironic is probably a better word. You would think people would be afraid of cancer or heart disease because those are pretty scary things. But they don't appear to be as scared of that. But boy, you bring a virus in that can happen quickly and suddenly people are like, oh my gosh, I need to take care of myself. And so the movement towards health and wellness, personal responsibility, that was a movement that was happening that is massively becoming accelerated. And you are in a position here to serve that, to give people things that really do help them, right? Not just words, real stuff that helps them and makes a difference. And so that is clearly one massive thing happening that's accelerated. The next, and we'll just call this income diversification, right? So if you have one source of income, you might have gotten exposed to the idea that suddenly that could get shut off very, very quickly, right? And so while it has been the gig economy has been happening for many years now, right? It's been expanding and expanding and expanding and expanding. But again, it's erupting right now because people are becoming very clear. Not only is it important to diversify your income from the perspective of an additional stream of income, it's extremely important to diversify your income geographically. Meaning, if you only derive your income from one little spot and something happens in that spot, you don't have an income. And that's the truth. And so you have well, here we've got, that I know of, right? We have Sweden, Germany, and maybe a little US, maybe some Switzerland or Austria, right? We have 4 or 5 countries on this Zoom call right now, and this isn't that big a call, but it's representative of the opportunity to diversify geographically. Again, geographically can be outside of your town, or it could be outside of your state or country, right? So, but you don't want to be limited geographically to the way you create income. We're already moving towards that, but this is becoming accelerated, and we give you the opportunity to do that without risk. And then the third piece, I know I like to draw circles that go together. It's a thing for me. The third piece is the home economy. All right. Again, this has been happening consistently over the years. People are shopping from home more. They have been shopping they were, but how about now? What happened to shopping from home in the last year? It accelerated. But what about working from home? The movement towards home-based working was already happening. Why? Because financially, it's smarter. Why have 1 million feet of office space when you only need 100,000 feet of office space, right? I mean, it's just logic. It's just common economic sense over time once you see it. And so the home economy, that movement has been already happening. It's been accelerated. And again, what we do is we put you right in the middle of that. It doesn't matter that you're in the middle of that, right? It doesn't matter that you're in the middle of a wave if you don't paddle, right? I surfed when I was younger, not very well, but I did surf. And so I would go out, I would paddle out, be out there next to a big wave. And I watched the guys next to me who were pretty good surfers. They'd paddle, catch the wave, and I just go right on in. Me, I'd paddle, miss the wave, paddle, miss the wave, paddle, get smashed by the wave, right? The same wave depends on what you're doing in it, right? And so this happening, some people still aren't going to get the memo on this, and they're not going to participate. And again, I'm not telling you should do this. That's your choice. I'm just making you aware of what this is in this light, right? In what it really does for people. And by the way, company was amazing during COVID. They have been amazing in the way that they have supported us. And, you know, my situation, someone said to me earlier, because people would ask me, just like I ask people, how you doing through the year? And people are like, how you doing? I'm like, I really feel kind of bad to say I'm doing really well. I'm doing really well. And they're like, you just have survivor's guilt, right? It's like, I'm not brilliant enough that I was looking forward years ago and said, if I do this, I'll be in this situation. So when this happens, we'll do okay. Lifeplus is brilliant. I just happen to have been here, and I'm grateful. I'm extraordinarily grateful for it. So